welcome to Module 2 of Collection Development class. This unit of competence is one of the core units in information science. So my name is Faith Chepkirui and I'll be taking you through collection development policy. As you have learned in the Module 1 about collection development, collection management, and its relevance in our library. So today we are going to talk about the collection policy statement. So I want you to take a minute and write down what you understand by the meaning of collection development policy statement. Okay, I hope you have written something down. So a collection policy statement is a kind of framework and set of guidelines that for a library that guides the selection, decisions, and maintenance of the collection. Yeah, I hope that is what you had written. So we are going to learn about the elements of this collection policy statement. And the first element will be introduction to the policy. How do you introduce them to the policy? You first start with the mission statement of the library, the purpose of the policy, and the mission statement should link to the broader organization mission. And you should also specify the audience to whom it is addressed. It should also include a brief statement of the user group, that is, who are going to, the community, who are going to use the policy, and the composition of this community. It will also include a general statement regarding the parameters of the collection. That is, what is the subject fields in the library collection? What are the limits to maybe audiovisual? Yeah. So the second element of the collection policy statement is details on the subject area and formats to be collected. It should constitute the subject areas. For example, for a library, for example, Case Tibet Library, one should be able to understand what subject areas are offered in the universities, what subject areas are the users interested in. So develop a collection that meets these subject areas, and you should understand the primary users of this collection so that you can meet the user needs by providing collections that are relevant to them. Another element will be the method of acquisition. Okay, I want you to take a minute and write down at least 3 methods of acquisition. How does the library acquire its materials? Take a minute and write down what ideas you have, how the library acquires its materials. Okay, I hope you have written down something. So a library can acquire through purchase, through gifts, and through exchanges. You can exchange with other libraries. For purchase, you are expected to have approval plans, standing orders, or subscriptions. The fourth element will be the selection. The selection, that is weeding out materials that you no longer need. So we need criteria, the scope, the frequency, and the purpose of a deselection program. You have to specify how frequent is weeding taking place in the library. So we have a fifth element, that is the collection evaluation. You have to evaluate your collection frequently. This one is a continuous process. So you have to you evaluate your collection according to the currency, the condition, the reading levels, the use, variety, and the depth of the collection. We also have censorship. The role of the library is to defend the rights and provide unbiased source of recorded knowledge. The library should be representative and balanced. It should be unbiased. So we also have the last element, that is on review and revision. This section should state how often the policy will be reviewed. Yeah. The policy will be reviewed and revised as maybe new resources or technologies become available or old ones disappear. So I want you to understand that a collection development policy supersedes the university library other policies. I mean, the policy supersedes any or earlier policies adopted by the university library. Okay, so that's it for our class. In case of any question, you can post it in the discussion forums and I'll be there to answer your questions. I will have an assignment for you, that is, I want you to log into any university website and look for their university library policy. I'm sure you will find it. I want you to go through and look at these elements against the policy. We'll discuss that in our next class, and that will make part of our second cut. Thank you.